Welcome back to Savage Showdowns. This week we will again be returning to the battle arena. But first, I wanted to quickly apologize for the delay between videos lately. It should be resolved. This week we'll be having our first fully aquatic battle, where the prehistoric predator, the shark Cretoxyrhina, will be facing off against one of modern time's most dangerous predators, the killer whale. As always, we will examine size, strength, speed, stealth, weapons, and armor. But first, we will begin breaking down our contenders. Let us specify that this is one orca versus two Cretoxyrhina. A switch on the normal scenario of multiple orcas versus one shark that commonly occurs in nature today, specifically off the coast of South Africa. And without further ado, let's begin. So first up, let's examine the killer whale, also known as the orca. Size. The killer whale is the largest member of the dolphin family, with large males weighing at 20,000 pounds and roughly 32 feet long. This makes them roughly 3 to 4 times as heavy as a great white shark. Next up, strength. Orcas have an estimated bite force of roughly 19,000 psi, making it one of the highest ever featured on this channel, if not the highest ever featured. They use this bite force for tearing and shredding various prey animals, ranging from small fish to whales many times larger than themselves. They are also the only known predator of great white sharks, which will become relevant later. What about speed? Relatively straightforward, killer whales can swim up to 33.5 miles per hour. Stealth. Orcas are relatively stealthy, utilizing their counter-shading or dark on top and light coloration on the bottom to make it difficult for prey to see them. In addition, despite being social and vocal creatures, they are capable of going silent while hunting. These two factors allow orcas to be very effective predators. And finally, weapons and armor. As far as armor goes, killer whales have a thick layer of blubbery fat that is designed to keep them warm, but also provides a barrier to protect their internal organs from trauma and attacks. Weapons consist of their jaws and teeth, as well as the ability to ram prey, often seen both in hunting larger prey or forcing smaller prey out of the water to stun it. Another advantage orcas have is that orcas hunt sharks, and therefore have some knowledge about how to attack the Cretoxyrhina in this fight. It is also worth noting that orcas can only hold their breath for about 15 minutes, a potentially fatal weakness in this fight. So how does our contender in the other corner stack the prehistoric shark, Cretoxyrhina? Once again, we'll examine size. Cretoxyrhina was roughly 26 feet long and weighed 10,900 pounds. This makes it slightly shorter than the orca, but only about half its weight, hence why there are two of them. This weight is nothing to laugh at though, as it is roughly 2.5 times the size of most adult great whites. Strength. Estimates for the bite force of Cretoxyrhina are hard to find, but evidence of its prey and bite marks in the bone suggest it had a brutal bite force likely equal to or exceeding the bite force of the great white shark, which is roughly 4,000 psi. Regardless of its true bite force, it was known to hunt Zoophagmus, mosasaurus, sharks, fish, and turtles, implying a high predatory effectiveness and a powerful bite considering the armor known to possess on some of these animals. Next up, speed. Cretoxyrhina was potentially the fastest shark to ever live, swimming at speeds of up to 43 miles per hour, which is tied with the short-fin mako, which holds the title of fastest living shark. This speed, while slow compared to the top speed of some land animals, is actually faster than most boats, with only major exceptions consisting of speedboats. Stealth. As always with extinct animals, it is almost impossible to deduce their stealth abilities, but using living sharks as a reference, we can assume that Cretoxyrhina exhibited counter-shading and it had at least reasonable stealth abilities. And finally, weapons and armor. Cretoxyrhina, like most sharks, had a sandpaper skin and a cartilaginous skeleton that provided a moderate amount of defense against bites. As far as weapons go, the shark only had its impressive bite force combined with 2.5-inch teeth that were protruding slightly outward at angles, allowing for a larger bite area. So, how did they stack up? Well, the orca takes an advantage in size, strength, weapons, and armor. Cretoxyrhina takes speed, and stealth will come in as a draw. So the question in this fight is, can numbers make up for a difference in size and strength? If Unlike with our wolf versus dinosaur fight, the numbers are uncoordinated as the sharks don't exhibit social behavior previously seen in some of these showdowns. Well, let's find out. A lone male orca is swimming through the open ocean in search of either a pod to join or some food to hunt, calling out in hopes of finding food. Nearby, one of our Cretoxyrhina uses its camera shooting, making it almost indistinguishable from the surrounding water. The orca's call was alerted of the mammal's presence and begins to move closer, suspecting a potential meal. As it gets close enough to make out the killer whale, it recklessly charges the bigger predator and takes a bite out of its side, and the blood that comes out of the wound draws in the other Cretoxyrhina. The orca is now bleeding in the water and in need of air soon. It leverages its previous hunting experience and charges at the shark, aiming for its gills. But the much faster Cretoxyrhina gets away. The orca then swims to the surface to get a breath. However, as it does this, the other Cretoxyrhina, now in the area, charges, grabbing the tail and causing a large wound and some bleeding. But at least the whale got some air and can face this battle head-on for the next 15 minutes at least. Both of the sharks charge, the smell of blood and the taste of flesh exciting them. One is behind the orca and takes a bite out of its tail fluke. The other is in front, and the orca seizes this opportunity to ram its gills, essentially knocking the wind out of it. The orca then attacks the stunned fish and, true to its name, kills it. As this transpires, the other Cretoxyrhina again attacks, taking a bite out of the orca's belly. It then notices the other shark is dead and moves in to cannibalize its compatriot, ignoring the orca, which is swimming away. Or that would be a realistic showdown. But this is a showdown. Cretoxyrhina attacks one of the orca's side fins, tearing a chunk out of it. And at the same time, the orca is able to bite down on the shark tail and crush its bite, and its crushing bite force cleaves it off. The shark, now unable to swim, and the force water over its gills, sinks and slowly drowns, unable to pull fresh oxygen. Killer whale swims off, permanently mangled but alive. The orca wins. Its intelligence, size, and strength allow it to kill our two prehistoric enemies. Of course, if the sharks had happened to target the fins more, the orca could have easily drowned. But due to the lower intelligence of the shark,